My name is Michael Schmidt. I started working here in July of 1993 too. Jonathan went missing 4 days ago. But I'm gonna find him. Somehow.
Scott, 46, mother of Jonathan, told us that one of the last things the boy mentioned before going into work that night, his disappearance, was that the animatronic characters were a lot crazier to work with than expected. Are there more articles like this out there? I'm gonna find you, Jonathan.
Welcome to your second night at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. We told you your first shift would be a breeze. You're a natural. Even though you've more than likely already mastered most of your duties, we wanted to emphasize a key detail we didn't mention last night. In looking at the various security cameras around the premises, you may have noticed there are a couple blind spots that don't fall within the camera's view. And those blind spots happen to be right outside of the security office doors. In the unlikely instance that any animatronic characters happen to wander towards your office and you can't seem to find them on the camera monitors, be sure to flash the hallway lights and check if they're nearby. If necessary, close those office doors to keep yourself from coming into contact with any of their dangerous and expensive animatronic parts. We here at Fazbear Entertainment wish you the best of luck during the rest of your second shift. Be sure to listen to our next tape tomorrow night to keep advancing your training. Good luck out there!
That's it? What's the point of giving a single point of clarification its own tape?
Hey, well, if you're hearing this, you made it to day 2. Congrats. Originally I was just going to do my little intro for the first night side of this tape, but, like, tonight's side had all of a minute of information, and there's still 29 minutes left on this side of the tape, so I thought I might as well fill in some of that unused time. Seriously, 1 minute of info that could have just been included in last night's training? What's the point of giving a single point of clarification its own tape? So, how are you doing? How's your second night treating you? I'm a couple hours into my shift, and I've got to give tonight's tape a little bit of credit. The door light trick is pretty helpful. The characters are wandering around a little tonight. I didn't notice almost any movement last night. A few minutes ago, I couldn't find Bonnie on the cameras, so I flashed my light and he was right outside my door. Kind of freaked me out for a second. You know, it's too bad this place only does birthday parties anymore. I remember when the Freddy's places used to be packed with people, all ages, all hours of the day. That was so much more fun. Kids running around, playing arcade games and eating pizza.
Crazy.
The parents off doing their own thing. I made so many day-long friendships there as a kid. Now they don't even have the games anymore, just the animatronics. And, like, don't get me wrong, I love the characters, but what fun is there in scheduling a birthday party only to watch them sing? It's no wonder we're losing business to Funky Cheese.
Man, they really did pick you guys clean.
I still think we've got them beat in terms of mascots, though. Like, does anyone even remember any of the mascot names of Funky Cheese other than Funky? Freddy's is simple. I mean, maybe it's just my nostalgia talking, but I think it's pretty hard to forget the names of the Fazbear cast. They're easy, and more importantly, marketable. Freddy Fazbear. It just has a nice ring to it. Speaking of Freddy, I think he's camera shy or something. He just disappears and I can't find him anywhere. I don't know. Maybe I'm just paranoid. I guess it can get a little creepy here at night. But I should probably get back to watching the cameras.
Yeah. That might be a good idea.
Anyways, Godspeed out there tonight, huh? I'm sure you have everything under control. Maybe I'll talk to you again soon.
Thanks, Jonathan. God, I hope you're doing okay. What was that? Did one of the robots hit a wall?
Yeah, that's still pretty high.
Right. Camera shy. He's gone? Weird. Whatever.
The animatronics were a lot crazier than expected. His mom.
Hi, Miss Helsinger Scott? Oh, no, I don't have any tips. I'm sorry. Actually, I was wondering if I could maybe stop by and ask you a couple of questions. Miss Helsinger Scott?
No!
What?
Go away. We're not dropping our case against you.
What are you talking about?
I know you had something to do with it. All those other disappearances, I know those weren't a coincidence. Just go away.
No, Miss Scott. We spoke on the phone. I'm Mike. I just took the place of your son, Jonathan. I was looking into his case. I'm not a representative from the company. I feel like I'm in a very unique position to help.
Are you some kind of a private investigator?
No, ma'am. I'm just a friend trying to help.
Okay.
He's such a sweet boy. You know, when he was 9, he got stung by a bee. Even though it hurt so bad, you know, he knew that bees die usually after they sting somebody. I want you to know that boy was outside for the next hour trying to find that bee so he could help it. I just don't understand how he could disappear out of nowhere.
I'm so sorry, Miss Helsinger Scott. He seems like a really nice guy.
Oh, please, just call me Nancy. Would you like something to drink? My next-door neighbor brought over some lemonade earlier.
Oh, yeah, sure.
You mentioned you were a friend of his. Well, how do you know Jonathan?
Well, if I'm being honest, I don't really know him that well personally. But once I found out what happened, I wanted to look into things a little bit more.
Oh, you don't know him at all?
Not really, but the more I look into things, the more I think maybe we could have really gotten along.
Why do you think that is? I mean, why would you get along well with him?
He seems like a really nice guy. Just seems like we've got a lot in common.
That's really nice to hear. I mean, he really doesn't have many friends. I think people just haven't had a chance to get to know John. He's such a great kid.
On the tapes at work, he mentioned how many times he'd go to Freddy's when he was a kid. And he also talked about how many day-long friends he made there. I don't know, maybe we bumped into each other a few times there.
He used to love it so much. Maybe he felt like he fit in there or something. He loved Fredbear's Family Diner. You know, even after they closed because of all that controversy and everything. I still took him to all the restaurants because he loved them so much. That's why he always wanted to work there. He just finally wanted to be a part of the team.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I'll be right back.
Spring Bonnie was always his favorite. He hated it when they retired him when Fredbear's closed.
Me too. I'm really sorry for John's sake.
Oh, no need to apologize. It's not like it was your fault.
I had a little brother, Evan.
Fredbear was always his favorite because it reminded him of a little teddy bear he had when he was a kid. He loved that restaurant. But I was jealous because he kept getting all the attention from our dad. So, one day, I took him to the restaurant on his 9th birthday. He was crying, and I decided to bring him up there to give Fredbear a big old kiss. I didn't know the animatronics would act weird to water. It's all my fault. But then they closed down Fredbear's and decommissioned Fredbear and Spring Bonnie to stop bad publicity. I mean, I didn't know that would happen. I mean, no one blamed me. I was a kid too. But I would do anything to have him back. So I'm going to do whatever I can to help Jonathan. Because what else can I do?
Find him.